live. We live. We live in the building. We live in the building. That shit is like, hold on. We live in the building. Come on in. Let's rap a minute. Let's talk a little bit. Let's talk a little bit. Let's talk a little shit. Out here getting grip. Out here getting grip. Are you mad cause your bitch sucking dick? She loving it. What up, though? It's cracking with everybody. Yeah, what's going on? There you go. Steelers missed the playoffs again. What's going on with you, Lauren? How you doing? How you doing? Yeah, what's going on with y'all? Oh man, not much. Just came on here, chop it up, talk about a few things. You know, been seeing some things in the news. Chop it up about. You know, I hope LeBron's son is doing better. You know, that's a scary thing. Oh shoot, I'm on these Cackwoods. These good time, sweet aroma Cackwoods. Watch NXT. I don't know if I'm gonna watch. I haven't really got into NXT. I just kind of, you know, catch the highlights. And well, yeah, I don't know what this is called. I'm smoking on, but as far as the strain weed, yo, my local in the building, Jesse was good. Oh yeah, my bad. Yeah, I just jumped on here for a minute. Wanted to discuss some things. What happened to Brown's son? What the fuck? I ain't tapped it. Oh, Oh, okay. Yeah, this ain't even have to do anything to do with the net though. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you watching that? Oh yeah, it is on right now. He had a cardiac arrest at a practice, and they had to rush him to the ICU. You know, last I heard, he was out of the ICU. That was like a couple hours ago. No, I know what you're talking about. That's why I said this wasn't just a on the net type thing. This was literally everywhere. TV, podcasts, just talks in the street. You know, because it's LeBron James' son, so you know that shit gonna travel. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was a cardiac arrest. It's crazy. 18 years old, and that's actually something I wanted to start off with, because I've been seeing people, you know, the whole vaccination thing got brought up again, and I don't know if the kid took the shot or not. I don't know. Daniel Berry was good. Yeah, and just a bunch of other stuff, a lot of conspiracies and stuff. Did he make it? Oh yeah, he's still alive. he's out of ICU. They got him in another room now. A lot of things flying around, people saying this and saying that. But the one thing I have not heard, now granted, I haven't listened to everybody's thoughts on this. So I don't know if this was brought up, but I highly doubt it because it's not something that typically gets brought up in the discussion in sports unless something happens and then it comes to light, then people want to talk about it. Where TYG? Who's TYG? It's not something that typically gets talked about. But I'm here to tell you, and I'm here to put another layer. And I'm not saying that any of the things that people have brought up are not true. I'm just bringing another layer to it so people have a better understanding of how an 18-year-old, perfectly healthy, can all of a sudden out of nowhere have a cardiac arrest. Oh, okay. So let me explain something to y'all for those that don't know about this. Most athletes know about this. There's a thing when you play sports, there's a thing that develops that's called an athlete heart. So an athlete heart, to put it in medical terms, is basically an irregular heartbeat. That comes about when you play sports. I'm not sure exactly how, like per se to like the point of it, but just my understanding is when you're playing sports and you're doing the exercising and you're working out and you're doing all these different things, the heartbeat tends to, because you're putting so much pressure onto the heart that the heart starts maneuvering itself so it can still continue to pump out what needs to be pumped out. And sometimes it gets too hard on the heart, and then that's what causes the heart to act up, which then can cause a cardiac arrest, or it can, like what happened to me a couple months ago, you could be going about your day and then boom, you know what I'm saying, completely pass out. Now, I already have prior knowledge that I have an irregular. I was diagnosed with this over 10 years ago. But it's only recently that it's really started to affect me. So, I got to go do all kinds of tests. I actually have to make an appointment with the cardiologist. And yeah, so, but that's something that people need to understand, because the first thing people went to was, oh, it's the vaccine. Why does everything have to do with the vaccine? Like, sometimes in life, things happen not because of a conspiracy, but because that's what it is. And this is a situation where this could be a possibility, because it doesn't have an age limit onto this. As long as you've played sports, you can contract the athlete's heart. You can have an irregular heartbeat moving forward. It doesn't necessarily mean that, oh, well, it was the vaccine, or LeBron tried to sacrifice his son, and just all this other bunch of nonsense that people like to throw out there, when none of that could be the case. So I'm just saying, like, before you get to jumping the gun and start spewing out all these conspiracies, you might want to think about that before jumping to that conclusion. SN, what's good? Well, a lot of people started dropping like flies after getting the jab. No, I know what you're saying, Jesse. No, that is true. I'm saying because he's playing sports, that's another avenue that has to be looked at. It can't just be just on one or two particular things, because I'm proof of that. I'm living with that. I'm living with that. I knew about this athlete's heart when I used to play baseball, because there was a couple of athletes that actually had that happen to during their playing days. And that's something that they talked about. So I didn't really think about it, afterwards. I just went on about my life. And then when I had when was it? I had got sick. It was something. I had got sick with something, and I had to go to the hospital. It was my blood pressure. That's what it was. It was my blood pressure had shot up. And when I went in, it was high and everything. But then they, as with blood pressures, they want to check everything. So they got to check in my heart. And then the doctor came in, and the first question he asked me was, have you ever played sports before? So I'm looking at the doc like, yeah, I used to play baseball, and I played a little football. He was like, okay, well, that makes sense. That's when he told me that what has happened was the fact of the irregular heartbeat wasn't based off of my high blood pressure. You know what I'm saying? This was based off of me playing sports and my heart not moving at the beat it's supposed to. And keep in mind, at this time, I was still pretty much healthy. Yo, Ryan in the building. What's going on? My bad. I'm over here getting tongue-tied and shit. But that's just another thing that people need to understand when it comes to people playing sports, when it comes to athletes. What was it? Teddy Bruschi. I don't know if y'all remember Teddy Bruschi, linebacker for the New England Patriots. Y'all remember when he had the stroke? And when it came out that the reason why he had a stroke was because he had a hole in his heart. Right? But see, now this is what a lot of people are forgetting about. The reason why that happened is because he had athlete's heart. He had an irregular heartbeat. That's what caused the hole in his heart that caused him to have the stroke. And it's a scary thing, because you think as an athlete, you're healthy, you're doing everything that you can possibly do. But the thing about it is, when you're playing sports, you're putting so much stress on your body that the heart has to pump out more blood than it would normally have to pump out. That yeah. You know what I'm saying? That was a weird thing. Now his situation was a little different. You know, but then again, I haven't delved into his medical records to see if that's what it was, because nobody that's 18 years old or in their early 20s should be having a goddamn heart attack. It should not happen at all. You know, but when you're an athlete, it's a little different. You know what I'm saying? And then and then when you combine all the different supplements you got to put in your body to maintain that certain structure, depending on what sport you play, you know, that puts a lot of stress on the heart. So that's just something for y'all to really just consider, think about, because this is something that is very true. And y'all can look it up, like I do all the time. Y'all don't believe me? Y'all go look it up. You know what I'm saying? And you'll come to find out, like, whoa, hold up, and some of y'all who has played sports that may not even know about this, yeah, this is something you might want to go look at, you know what I'm saying? And then, like, wait, hold up, you know what I'm saying? My heart been feeling kind of like, well, maybe I need to, So, absolutely not. I think when guys play sports at a high level and you have testosterone mixed with adrenaline, it's like a cocaine high. Yeah, I mean that's true too. But that's what I'm talking about the different supplements. But at the core of everything, because I never had to put any of that stuff. I wasn't one that took supplements. I played sports when I was younger. I didn't play sports when I was in my 20s. So it wasn't a thing for me to, because I worked out, I was in shape, but I didn't take all the other stuff. But I still ended up getting what is known as athlete's heart. But that's what I'm saying. A lot of people not knowing about athlete's heart, because there's so much other things that could be a reason for something that part doesn't get brought up. So then people's minds tend to go to those things that is commonly spoken about. This is not commonly spoken about, which it should be spoken about, particularly in the sports community. Because like I said, I'm living with it. I'm living proof of it. So I'm not coming to y'all saying anything that I either don't know or I'm not living with myself. Because like I said, prior to me ended up getting sick because I just wasn't taking care of myself at the time. I was just kind of, living. I've pretty much been a healthy guy my entire life. Never really did anything strenuous as far as workouts go. And of course, teenagers, we eat what we eat, but I also ate the good stuff. I ate a lot of healthy stuff. So I've always been pretty much in good shape. So like at the time when I found out about it, this is prior to me getting sick. So it wasn't anything else that could have went into me having an irregular heartbeat than, me being a former athlete. I'm sorry that, man. I dropped in late. I didn't know you're talking about athlete's heart. Yeah, you guys would drop. Oh, so okay, so see, Ryan, you know what I'm talking about then. You know what I'm saying? Because you use the term athlete's heart. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that's what I was saying too, Ryan, a little while ago before you came in. That's what happened with me. My heart, I didn't really have trouble with it, until that day that I'm just going through, I'm on the phone. I'm on the phone chopping it up. I get up to go do something, and then just like that, boom. You know what I'm saying? I fall out. Not once, but twice. So you absolutely right. You will, you know what I'm saying? It'll just come out of nowhere. It's just, you know what I'm saying? You can't prepare yourself for it. You know what I'm saying? And there's really nothing you can do about it, which is a scary thing. Yeah, they got medicines and all this, but really, when you're dealing with the heart, and once the heart has been affected in any shape, form, or fashion, you have to be concerned with more damage happening. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a cardiac arrest. It doesn't necessarily have to be what happened with me. It doesn't necessarily have to be what happened with Teddy Bruschi. But all of those factors, all of those things that can happen will happen. I never have it, but maybe it's similar to panic attacks besides the fact you can die. Yeah. Well, and that's the thing, because like, it does feel like a panic attack. Because your heart gets to, and then your chest you start feeling that squeeze in your chest. You know what I'm saying? Your chest starts tightening up, because the heart can't pump what it needs to pump. So then you find yourself taking these deep breaths, trying to catch some air, and just hoping that your heart, calms down enough to where, you know what I'm saying, you don't fall out. Because I was talking about, I was talking about Bronny and everything, and what happened with him, man, is just like, when I see the public going in one direction and completely forgetting about this whole other section, that's when I gotta come in and I got to level it out. I got to bring something to the people that they may not know about, so they can be better informed. Especially if you play sports, because it doesn't necessarily happen when you play sports. It can happen after you play sports. So it's a tricky thing where you can never prepare yourself for those type of events, but that's something that you just, you just hope that if it does happen, it's not as serious. You know what I'm saying? That way, you ain't gotta deal with everything else afterwards. So I want to bring that information to y'all. So like I said, y'all could be well informed on these situations, you know. But we're gonna find out though. We're gonna find out what the cause was. So, but with that being said, we could move on to the next one. I don't have no list of topics to talk about, but yeah, just for a moment, So this fool Dub out here going crazy still. Like, and Dub, I know if you're listening, Dub, or you catch this later on, I'm not talking about you because I'm trying to stop you or anything, like, because I can give two fucks about you. But goddamn, goddamn, you. Nobody walking the face of earth. We all have our flaws. Okay, for sure. We all have our flaws. But at some point, our brains tell us to sit down, shut the fuck up, and don't say nothing. But with you, Dub, you like to sit down, open your mouth even wider, and spew out a bunch of nonsense. Let me go ahead and drop this link. Let's see. All right. Excuse me. There we go. There goes the link. Oh, Ryan, hold on for 1 second. Hold on for 1 second. Hold on, I'm gonna be right with you. 1 second. Hold on. All right. All right. What up? What up?
What's going on, Jay Millie?
Oh man, not much. Just chilling. Decided to come up on here for a minute and chop it up.
Dude,
Diddy, what's going on with you?
I appreciate it, man. I loved your previous past lives there where you were talking about the afterlife and whatnot. I thought that those were great lives.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Well, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna try to get in contact with Blue Collar probably here in the next couple of days and see what he's doing for the weekend and probably do another a live like that together, or I'll just do one on my own and just open up the panel.
Yeah, that'd be great, man. I mean, I think your stuff is underrated, man, to be honest. Like you got some good conversation pieces.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing, cause like even when I go over there to the YouTube streets, you know, Ronnie Blue Eyes, first thing that he'll say is go sub up to Jay Militant. He's the most underrated, you know what I'm saying, person on YouTube. Go show him some love and everything.
Well,
And it's like,
and then,
I know I got the love, but it's just
yep.
like, you know what I'm saying? I still get
I don't,
handed
I
them
don't.
too.
You know what's weird though too is like I don't know if I don't know if it's your time schedule too, right? I don't know. Like I think you're in California, and a lot of us
Mhm.
guys might be on the East Coast.
Well, yeah. As a matter of fact, I was thinking about that.
Because
Um,
right now it's like 10 o'clock for me. I got to go to bed in like fucking half an hour. You know what I mean? Like at least
yeah,
put my phone down in about a half an hour. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. But that's the crazy part though, because it's like it still be hella motherfuckers still up.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because even like when I don't go live at night and I'll go over to somebody else's live and they're on the other side of the coast and they're still, they're still up going live with it, with the chat going crazy, hella views and everything.
Yeah, that's what I don't understand, Jamie. I swear to God, man, you probably have some of the most solid like non-talked about content. Like I said the other night, you were talking about the afterlife. I know Blue Collar brought it up there, but you went right into it, and you had a great story to go along with it. And I think more people need to hear that. And then the stuff you were talking about tonight too, just about the athlete's heart and all that stuff. So I came in a little bit late, so I was kind of talking about stuff that wasn't maybe relevant to it, but yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, well, that's something that I like to do. I don't just want to stick with just like one thing or a couple things. I like to broaden out my content because I have so much knowledge about different things that
Right.
it wouldn't make sense to come on here and only limit myself to one or two things.
But here's the thing, though, Jay Millie. I almost think that, and it sucks too, right? Because I think that a lot of YouTubers got famous for doing just one thing or doing like something in that genre, right? So I almost think that like it's a hindrance on you that you're doing that. But I don't hate you for it, and I still listen to you.
Yeah, well, maybe I'll be the pioneer of something different moving forward.
Right, right,
You
dude.
know what I'm saying?
And yeah, dude. And Diddy's out there too, and I don't have a problem with Diddy. He went out for the fight with Allen, and that's it's commendable and all that stuff. And I don't hate that. Well, I don't hate Diddy, but there's a lot of guys that jumped ship from a certain crew who went to Dub's community, and they're all cool over there. And it's like, dude, to be honest, I think that Dub's a piece of shit. I don't care what anybody says. Um, I don't care. The dude's still talking racist. He's still saying the N word on the phone behind the scenes. Guys won't release it, but it's on there. Everyone knows it is. So I'm just tired
Yeah.
of it, dude. The dude will say it to the end of the day. And here's the thing, though, Jay Millie, is that you put out that fight, but right after you put out that fight offer, he would never speak your name again. I've never heard him say your name again.
Yeah. Yeah. That was some wild shit. because I can't sit through a whole Dub live, but so what I'll do is when he would go live, I would try to catch it like the first 15 minutes of it. Cause I know within that first 15 minutes, my name is gonna get brought up.
Right.
My name is not being brought up.
Exactly, dude.
And I was just like, I'm just like, I'm tagging him. It's not like he's not knowing.
Yeah, no.
You know what I'm saying?
Dude, he knows exactly, dude. And I brought your name up in the past whenever you weren't even talking about it. I was like, well, what happened to the whole Jay Millie incident? Like, wasn't it multiple times that you were on a live with him and then he apologized multiple times to you about the N-word and then he kept saying it and you're like, okay, well, fuck it then, dude. Let's fight.
Yeah.
Well, that's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah. You know, but that, you know, after a while, you know, it was just, I'm not finna do it. And as a matter of fact, after the whole thing with me and Dub had started, there was like hella months where I didn't pay him no mind, didn't say his name, nothing. You know, I was going on about my business. He was doing wherever the hell he was doing. And then at the beginning of this year, you know, I started seeing him popping up in chats and stuff again. And I seen him trying to be cordial. So I'm like, okay, well, if you try to be cordial, I could be cordial. Right, you know what I'm saying? I have no problems with that. But then when I'm hearing people coming back and telling me, oh yeah, Dub saying that you and him is cool, just so he can show that he's not a racist or have a racist bone in his body. That's where I'm like, hold up, time out. First of all, I am not your token, and you're not going to use me as a reason to show people you're not that type of person.
Right.
And then lie that me and you, first of all, me and you have never spoken. We have never spoken on the phone. We have never spoken outside of YouTube.
Yeah, and I don't think you've ever spoken one-on-one as long as I've heard. It's always on a panel.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. You know,
I just think that it would go a long way if, well, for one thing, the dude won't stop saying the N-word. So that's the first thing, right? But
yeah,
at the same time, he was saying the other day, he's like, well, I don't give a shit if the black people don't care if I stop saying the N-word. I'll say it as much as I want, motherfucker. He goes, if I say it, he's like, that's what between me and my maker. Well, I think, Dub, that's going to come before you and your maker if you keep saying that.
Yeah. Hey. And the cool part about it is too, Ryan, after I was done with him and everything, I was who was I talking to? I was talking to somebody, and then one of my homeboys had came and pulled up, and he was like, "Who the fuck are you talking about?" So I told him who I was talking about, and let's just say the domino effect started to happen, and motherfuckers was ready to, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know. I hear what you're saying. And then at that point in time, I think that Dub was just like, oh, no, I don't want any part of that. Remember when you offered him like a plane ticket down to California, and then it was numb's the word, right? Mum's the word, yeah. I think I should say. Yeah, so I don't know, but dude, you know what? I'm trying to get off his fucking ass because at the end of the day, the dude's not going to stop his bullshit, and I think that we need to all move on. I think that would be a great live for you and Blue Collar to do about like the afterlife and whatnot.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I hope you do these variety shows, man. Like you always got something new to talk about, and it's awesome, right? Like I mean, I'm usually like in the community where we're talking about like one thing, like it's either Dub or it's Mouse or it's Big Lance, or I think Cuzzo's getting out of jail. I don't know if you heard about that.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't. To be honest with you, I don't give a fuck about Cuzzo.
Right, right. No, but I'm just saying, right? Like, so, like, I'm kind of in that community, I guess you would say. But it's
Right.
nice to hear somebody else who I like talking about something different. So, I appreciate that, dude.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. Because I've said this before, but I don't know how many people actually heard what I said when I said it. So I'll say it again. I've been on YouTube for a little over 10 years.
Right.
I got other channels, and the only reason why I ain't using those channels is because I don't remember the damn passwords.
No, exactly. Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But those channels were like primarily on one thing.
Right, right.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like a difference unless it tied in to what I was talking about. Other than that, it was kind of just that one thing. And
that's
then
right now you're just going off the cuff, dude. You're going off the handle. You're like, hey, what about this? What about this? And I'm like, hey man, these are awesome topics. People should be talking about them.
Yeah. Because like the first thing I do when I get up every day, I turn on the news.
Right.
Just to see what's going on, see what they're talking. And I don't just watch any news, because like before I would watch like all different types of news channels here and there.
Yep.
Right now, I only watch Fox News. Now, before anybody jump out there box and shit, no, I'm not a Republican. I'm not a conservative, but I do have conservative ways, but I'm not a conservative, right?
Right. No, I can appreciate that.
But I also have some liberal ways too.
You have an open mind.
Yeah, exactly. So, but I watch Fox News because Fox News literally talks about the stuff that I'll be into.
That's right. And a lot of times, some of these liberal news stations will try to cover stuff up too, right? And I'm not saying that Fox News is the best news station, but I'm just saying that they will cover stuff that the liberal news will never cover.
Yeah, exactly. Because I know who I'll watch on Fox. I know who I won't watch on Fox. Like, I won't watch Sean Hannity unless I definitely am not gonna be watching no damn Laura Ingraham with her retarded ass. Tucker Carlson is a weird one, because on one hand I don't want to listen to a word he says, but then he says something that I'll be like, wait, hold on, let me listen some more.
Right. And dude, do you remember what was his name? Piers Morgan. Do you remember that guy?
I remember Piers.
You remember him? And then he would have some great guests on, and I'd be like, oh fuck, I gotta watch that. And I'm in Canada too, right? So like we get that news station. I'd be like, I gotta watch that, and he'd have some good guests on, even though he was, a British liberal and all that stuff. No, there was some good shows on there, man. I'll admit it.
Yeah, because the one main show I watch on there is called The Five.
What's that called?
Huh?
What's it called again?
It's called The Five.
Okay.
Yeah, it comes on at 5 o'clock Eastern, 2 o'clock my time, and it's a 5-person panel. It's Judge Jeanine Pirro. It's whatever Democrat, which is usually the former Congressman Harold. I forgot what his last name was, or it's the one chick that wears the glasses.
Oh fuck.
I can't think of her damn name, and she was just on there today too. But then it's Jesse Waters, Dana Pinero, and the short fat guy from the Bay Area, the comedian.
Dude, if you said his name, I'd know
him. He has the late night primetime show on Fox.
If you said his name, I'd know him. Dude, I was more into like news back, I would say like maybe 10 years ago. Maybe not even, maybe like 5 years ago.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah, because I go back, man. I go back to when Bill O'Reilly was on Fox News.
Yes, I remember that. But here's the thing, though, Jay Millie, is I don't have cable anymore, so that's the reason why I don't really like tune into stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
But I do watch YouTube news in the morning and stuff like that. Dude, what do you think?
Oh yeah, they actually got a Fox News channel.
Okay,
where they be having clips and episodes and shit all up on there.
Let me give you a question here, dude. Okay, obviously, I know that you're a sports guy, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so what do you think about Stephen A. Smith?
Are we talking about the person, or are we talking about the sports analysis?
Well, I don't know, dude, because he'll go on like a fucking news station and he'll do like a whole different thing, right?
Yeah. Well, okay. So
you know what I'm saying? Unless I'm talking crazy right now, but do you know what I'm saying?
No. I'm about to tell you.
All right, go ahead.
Stephen Coon Smith is one of the biggest hypocrites on TV. Stephen A will go on ESPN and he'll wear his cross-color jacket. He'll wear his HBCU jacket. He'll talk about what the black community this, the black community that, woo to woo woo, and then turn around and shake the hand of people that is causing harm to the black community.
Fair enough.
Now, when we talk about Stephen A. Smith, the sports guy,
right?
Oh, I'll listen to him all day.
Dude, he's entertaining as fuck, right?
Before we started to get legalized, stay off the weed.
Dude, that was the most classic. Oh my God, man. It was hilarious. Every time he said it, it was fucking hilarious.
That shit had me dying.
Dude, who was a Los Angeles Laker player there that Kobe Bryant played with, and he used to fucking just tee off on the guy? What was his name?
Oh.
You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, I can't think of his damn name.
He got drafted out of high school. He was like a center. He couldn't handle the ball.
What was his name?
Ah, fuck, dude. I can't think of it right now either.
I bet
because he used to say his name all the time.
Yeah.
Fuck. What the fuck was it? Dude? Somebody please say it in the chat if somebody's out there.
Wasn't he like from another country?
No. He was American, but was it his last name wasn't fuck. I'm trying to think, dude. He would say it all the time, and now I can't think of it. Of course, when I'm live, I can't think of it.
Right.
Yeah, if I was offline, that's what it is.
Shit, man, you know it.
Yeah, he used to wear a headband. He got drafted out of high school. Anyway, the dude was a complete bust. But anyway,
you talking about Kwame Brown?
Kwame Brown, yes.
Yeah, Kwame Brown.
Dude, any guy who would play bad, who was like a big man, he would compare them to Kwame Brown.
Yo, hey, Kwame Brown, it's been about 2 years now, but Kwame Brown was going in on all them dudes.
Yeah, dude, he didn't give a fuck, dude. At that point in time, he didn't care.
He like, y'all gonna call me a bust, but I was in the league this amount of many years. How are you a bust if you've been in the league for, I think he was in the league for a good 10 years.
Something like that, dude. It was weird. It was like, Yeah, he was there for a while. I know his size played for a lot of that, but at the same time, hey, dude, the guy made his money and then he got out. I think he was financially smart with his money too. I think, and
Yes.
that's why he's talking shit. He's like, dude, I'm doing well. I think he's got a beautiful wife or whatever. He's like, hey, dude, I don't
Uh-huh.
give a fuck what you guys have to say.
Yeah. But I tell you what though, that fool Stephen A. Smith, that motherfucker, they done gave him so much power that this fool legitimately is getting people fired and shit.
Yeah. Oh, Jay Millie, dude, do you see ESPN? And we see it in Canada too, right? Like we got like a partner station in Canada, right?
Oh yeah, that's
Basically,
right, y'all do.
yeah, yeah. So we get like Sports Center, but it's under a different title. But anyway, guys are getting fired left and right, dude. And now ours is mostly
TSN,
like,
isn't it?
what's that? Yeah,
It's
TSN. Yeah, how'd you
TSN,
know
right?
that? How'd you know that?
Oh, cause man, I'm tapped in.
All right. Yeah. Do you ever watch the CFL?
Oh, Toronto Argonauts all day.
Oh, dude. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I've been a Toronto Argonauts fan for 30 years now.
Dude, Ricky Williams used to play for the Toronto Argonauts.
Hmm.
Yeah,
He
dude.
did.
People don't know that. People don't know that shit.
I
Okay.
know you watched that bowl. I know you watched that bowl last year.
Fuck, dude. I don't think I actually did, to be honest, man. I
Oh
haven't really
my,
tuned into CFL in a while, man.
I'm gonna tell you right now, that game was one of the greatest Grey Cup games in history.
Dude, you're tapped in, man. You even know the fucking cup name. Fuck.
Yeah,
Dude,
it was so and where they had it at, they hadn't had football in that stadium in years. So it was a
where,
special moment,
where was it
and the
held?
game itself was, oh my god, that game, man, I'm getting
What,
goosebumps just thinking about
what city was this held in? Because fuck,
it. Oh shit, damn it.
was this was it Regina?
What was the state? What was it?
Oh no, was it Hamilton that had their last season there?
I want to say it was Hamilton. It might have been
Okay.
Hamilton.
Okay. Yeah, dude, that's right beside Toronto, but that's crazy, dude. I gotta go look that. Here's the thing, man. I love the NFL. Okay, I watch college football too, but then whenever I was young, I used to watch the CFL, and then I kind of let it go. Kind of after Ricky Williams left. Ricky Williams was my favorite running back. Um,
Right.
I'm a big Miami Dolphin fan, right? So
Oh yeah.
oh, I gotta go
Yeah.
look
Yeah.
that up. But anyway, dude, you got some sports knowledge then.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
More
cause
than
like
me.
when I was younger, um, I was I was watching Sports Center. That's what it was. I was watching Sports Center,
Yep.
and they were talking about the CFL for a little bit. So I I used to get a lot of the sports magazines, and then I came across like the history of the CFL. No. It wasn't the history of the. No, it was about the Toronto Argonauts,
Okay.
and it was at the time where they were still kicking everybody ass because they got so many damn championships. It's ridiculous. Um,
Right.
and so I was reading the article on them, and then some told me to go tap in some more. So back back in the '80s, we didn't have it in there. It wasn't just going. So you really had to go into the books and really read up on some shit.
Yeah. Well, Jay Millie, listen to this. This is a crazy stat for you, or a crazy just history piece. But I think it was like either in the 1950s or 1960s, uh, Canadian football players were like the best players were getting paid more than the NFL players at a certain period of time.
Oh, that's crazy! I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I looked that up. Who knows? I forget the era, but it might have been in the 50s or 60s, and they were getting paid more, and that's why guys would go down there. Now, listen to this: Warren Moon, he was crazy in the CFL. That's why he went to the Houston Oilers.
Yep.
And
Yep.
what else? We had Cameron Wake playing the CFL there too.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Like guys just don't need to go and be on the practice squad. You guys can actually play in the CFL.
Right. You know, cause I be trying to get other people just like just watch it. And you know, it's the same old thing. Well, I don't quite understand. The field is hella big, and I'm not understanding. I'm like, yeah, it's a little different. It's 3 downs and not 4 downs, you
Right.
know. And yeah, the field is bigger, the ball is yeah, I get on it, but it's still football at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's I think it's more to the style of rugby. I think is what it's meant
Right.
to be. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, dude, it's a quarterback league. I mean, dudes are wide open, and dude, there's long kicks. I don't know. It's an exciting game if you really get into it. And I wish I would watch more of it because now I'm playing it up, even though I don't watch it too much.
Oh yeah. Yeah, cause I was actually gonna do a live stream for that game, and then something else that came up, so I
Dude,
wasn't able to do it.
you know what we should do this year? We should almost do the Grey Cup, me and you together. Wouldn't that be funny?
Oh, that'd be dope.
Wouldn't that be sweet?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Well, if it's on the day I'm off or like the next day I'm off, I'm totally down.
Okay, yeah, for sure. Let's do that.
All right. Well, Jay Millie, I think I've taken up enough time here, but dude, keep doing your thing. I hopped on because of the whole dub shit, but at the same time, it's like, dude, the guy's never gonna stop. He's gonna keep running his mouth in the middle of nowhere in fucking Montana. What are you gonna do about it? Nobody's gonna go there because his wife is gonna call the cops. So,
Right.
what's anybody gonna do about it?
It's and that's the whole point. Is like, you know, if you take all of that out the way, okay, boom. That's why I offered the plane ticket, but he
Right.
didn't want to take it.
But it goes like further than that too, Jay Millie. It's like dude's hiding behind his children. That's not really his. It's his stepchildren, and it's disgusting. And then you got people that go out there and support him, and it's just I can't stand to watch this. And dude, I was just telling you, he's got like a lot of people that have his back over there now, like a lot. Because I don't know if you knew Stony Tony.
Oh yeah, I know who Stony Tony is.
All right. Well, anyway, he retired from YouTube, eh?
I heard.
Yeah. So anyway, there was like a bunch of his big name supporters that ended up going rogue, and they said, "Fuck it, we're going back to Dub's channel."
Wow.
I know. And then the same guy, Dub, who was talking the most shit about Tony, and wow, I don't know, dude. Like I said, this YouTube shit is so stupid. I like that you stay away from a lot of it, and I wish I could too. I like to do, and it's not that I couldn't do other things, but you know, just to make I don't know, maybe I should do other things.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's so much out there to get that, you know, and you know something that somebody else might need to hear.
Right. And Jay Millie, if you ever want to, I think that maybe this Thursday I'm going to go live. I don't know if you ever seen my game show, but I brought back this PS1 game that I have from 2001, and it's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and it's funny as
Oh,
fuck,
okay.
and nobody can beat it. So if you wanted to come on the show and try to beat the game, yeah, like I just put in your answers, like we talk bullshit on the side, and you put in your answers when it comes on the screen, and that's about it. But
Oh, okay.
hey, yeah, dude, I'll put you in my next community comments talking about it.
Okay, yeah, for sure. For sure. I'll definitely slide through.
All
That
right,
sounds
and
like
then
hell.
and do we can mention all this other stuff too about what we were talking about, like the afterlife, about maybe even the CFL. Who knows, right? Like we can talk about whatever on there.
Exactly.
Right. All right. Well, thanks for having me on, Jay Millie.
Oh yeah, for sure. Thank you for coming on.
All right, see you, buddy.
All right. All right, y'all. Well, I done put in a good hour. Thank y'all for sliding through. Ryan, once again, thank you for coming on and chilling with me. Diddy and everybody, thank you for coming through. We're gonna be back at this again. So until next time, peace.